Hi, Ralph. Paul from WGRZ. Let's start with Victor Olofsson. What is the update on his injury?
We're assessing it at the moment, so I do not have an update. We'll let you know as soon as we have finished the assessment. Yeah.
Hi, Ralph. It's Lance in the ball. Only two practices I know, but seeing Eric Staal, what can he really bring in terms of driving offense for you guys?
Well, first and foremost, it's the leader that Eric is. That he's such a natural leader, such a solid human being. So that alone and the experience that he brings with him add extreme value to the group and depth in that role that we were chasing last year. And I think the on ice is clear for everybody to see, even in these skates, how smart of a centerman he is, how he works hard with it, and he just makes that he plays with better. But it's yeah, you're right. It's two practices, but we're extremely pleased with seeing the attitude he's brought with him, the passion he brings with him, and the calm demeanor that he has all the time. It's really, really nice to be around.
Hey, Ralph, it's Brayton Wilson for WGR Sports Radio 550. Just want to ask you about it, like you mentioned there, with just being two practices, but what have you seen from Casey Mittelstadt in these two practices, filling in for Jack's role there? And what do you know already these practices that you weren't seeing from him last year before he was sent back down to Rochester?
Yeah, I mean, it's very early and quick to assess players just from training, but again, I want to just refresh everybody that he was our strongest finishing forward in the last 4 weeks in Rochester in March. And, we've had a pause here, but he's worked on his fitness. He's worked on his foot speed, and, you can see the skill set that he has. But again, until we assess players in the game environment, it's too early to draw lines under where they're at. And I think that what we feel is a very good attitude. We feel that he's embracing the challenge to be a depth player that can come in and play on any line. And let's give it some time. But the initial indications are that he's increased his speed, that he's increased his fitness, and that will help him a lot in his game.
Hi, Ralph. It's Bill Hoppy. Just how have you seen the group react to Eric Staal, having someone his age, his experience, who's done the things he's done just around the team? How have you seen the group just react?
Well, first and foremost, I mentioned it yesterday already, is that all the new guys have brought exactly the culture naturally with them that we were hoping. So that's been confirmed over the first, months here, not only a few days, but over months. And Eric has just, come into this responsibility and this challenge with an unbelievably hungry mindset. Like, you can feel he wants something to happen here, and he believes something's going to happen here, and he wants to be a part of it. And, you don't feel the age at all in his spirit. And so experience, we know how we get the underlining of the culture that we want here. We like to treat people right. We like that human element to be on the right level. And Eric just, he is that in every way, shape, or form. And it just helps solidify what we already felt was developing here when somebody like that gets added to the mix.
Hi, Ralph. Mike Harrington. Along those lines, we've seen the team in past years struggle when adversity hits. You've talked several times about the 6-game losing streaks last year. When you put a guy like Eric Staal, who's 100 games on a cup, in the middle of the lineup, what do you want to see from him when the team is having a dip to help try to snap this team out of it?
Well, number one, we're naturally going to have more breathing room, especially on the road with the lineup the way it is, with, you know, every line will have some element of threat to it, which is important, but Eric's especially, that's going to be high level threat, and will also give Jack's line, however it evolves, some breathing room. And what Eric, I've used the word calm a few times. He just has such a calm demeanor, and he just has such an honest aura, and that in the hard times, I like us to look it in the eyes, communicate like men about the problems and the situation, and then move forward. And with somebody like that in the room, we've got more voices doing that. We felt we had a lot of guys doing that last year, but not the whole room. And somebody like that will make sure that our mindset stays on the things we can change, on the things we can influence. And you know, that's in all my understanding of who and how Eric Staal functions. He is that. And so it's wonderful to that in that room the right things are being said.
Hi, Ralph. Tom Gallitti, NHL.com.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. Any update on Eichel and Ullmark? Any hope that they could practice tomorrow? And just that, I know that you don't think it's serious, but just this time, there's so little time. Was there concern about just missing days, like at this point?
Yeah, I would say, you know, it still remains day to day. But I'll give you a heads up that my initial assessment would be that we will give Jack another day at least, and the same with Linus. You know, it's not we just don't want to force anything. You can know that they're, you know, we're keeping them physically fit, and that they've put in the work. They've put in the work to have a foundation where if they step in here in a couple of days, we're going to be fine. But again, I am not at all worried by it, and know that they will be ready on the 14th.
Hey, Ralph, John Vogel, good to see you
Hi,
again. As you mentioned, without game situations, it's tough to assess guys, but as a coach, that's kind of what you have to do. So what makes a good practice or a bad practice at this stage?
Well, we definitely want to increase the Buffalo Sabres this year, but we need to feel it in sections of practice. They're drills that are designed for that pace to express itself, and then we will slow it down and speed it up. But increasing the pace means your skill set has to increase to maintain possession offensively if you're demanding pace. So that's what excited us yesterday and today, is when we increased pace, they were still making plays. There was still the skill to be able to deal with it. So it's pace. You know, everybody knows that the game without the puck is critical for us to continue to develop. We loved the development 5-on-5 last year. Has to continue to become difficult to play with us. So we already want to see these elements in the practice, whether it's a 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, any of those even up drills you're seeing. We're really assessing the ability of the players to gap up, to close those areas off, and to be more aggressive than we were last year when it comes to defending. And that needs to happen as a group, but we're taking elements of it in practice. So whether it's the pace offensively or the aggressive gapping defensively, those are elements where as a coach, you're really trying to watch players in the drills as we go through them. You know, you can never watch everybody at the same time, but your spots, you're looking at individuals. And we like, number one, the mindset that everybody's shown and the focus that we have, whether it's been in the meetings or on the ice thus far. Again, we're 2 practices in. We've had grade A attitudes and grade A efforts on the ice, and that combination is exciting.
All right. Thank you, Ralph.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, we're all set. Appreciate it.
Everybody have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Thanks for joining.